Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our readers, subscribers and clients in emerging markets. Thank you for taking the time out to see our latest video as part of our knowledge sharing series, #Ontrigger. If you'd like to learn more about Ontrigger, please go on Twitter and search with the #Ontrigger. So today we have the good fortune of having Mr. Jim Kruger. Hi Jim, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
So Jim happens to be the Chief Marketing Officer and Executive Vice President at Polycom, and we're sitting here in Mumbai having a sweaty chat about the future of Polycom. So, Jim, you've been at Polycom for 14 long years.
I have.
Yes, and that's a long time, really.
It is. It is. It's a long time, especially for a company in Silicon Valley.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the 7-year itch in the marriage, what happened to that? Twice over?
Well, I've had great experience at Polycom.
Right.
I've continued to learn. I've had multiple roles. I've gone from product management to product marketing, business development, general management, and now I'm running marketing for the company. And thoroughly enjoy the technology, thoroughly enjoy and inspired by how our customers use our technology to really transform the way they communicate. Yeah.
So you're based in the Valley, a lot of actions happening there. The entire investor community is going gaga about these young startups. How is Polycom managing all this change? Because I'm sure it's impacting the business as well.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot of startups that have come into our market in particular. And I think it makes you stand up and stand on your toes, be on your toes, and it makes you better. Competition always makes you better. We're celebrating our 25th year anniversary this year.
Congratulations.
And so we have broad, deep experience in this market. We have over 900 patents, technology patents, which definitely gives us a leg up. And we have over 400,000 customers across the world as a part of our installed base that we work with. So we have tremendous opportunity in front of us. And while there's a lot of new startups, they're very small still. They're trying to make their way into the market, and they have a big challenge ahead of them.
Right, fair enough. But talking about startups and customer installed base, when I speak to CIOs on a regular basis, what I often hear is the fact that the need for collaboration is changing very quickly. They've got elements of mobility coming in, they've got social coming in, they've got a mobile workforce.
Yeah.
So how do you think that entire collaboration space has evolved? You've been a long time in this industry.
Yeah.
According to you, how are customers perceiving this globally?
Yeah, great question, and it has been fragmented.
Right.
And if you go back to the initiation of unified communications and that promise of bringing everything together on one platform, I think it's taken a little bit longer than what people think. But we are converging,
right.
And the applications are coming together on platforms to enable that singular platform to be able to host all of those different types of applications, from mobility to conferencing and collaboration, content sharing, instant messaging, and so forth. And one of our key partnerships that we have in the market is with Microsoft.
Right.
And when Microsoft and Polycom go to market together, you do really get that holistic solution of Link now converting to Skype for Business capability with Polycom deeply integrated into that solution. And we're seeing tremendous momentum across the world with that solution.
Let me just stop you there. Let's talk about Microsoft relationship with Polycom. It's been a bit of a hotspot, really. And I would say it's like a love-hate relationship. You love doing business with each other, but there's always a big but about your relationship. How would you describe this engagement? Yeah,
that's a great question. We've been partners with Microsoft since the beginning. When they started up their UC practice, we were the first to provide phones in that environment, and we've continued to build up our portfolio of products. Right. So now we have over 40 different solutions that work in a Microsoft environment, from voice products to video products to infrastructure that enables our customers to have a mixed environment. Because there's very few customers that have a pure one single vendor environment.
Sure.
And our infrastructure enables that connectivity and that interoperability across the board. So our relationship with Microsoft has never been better. We have a very deep relationship with them, not only in the R&D and product development side of things, but also in the go-to-market. And in fact, I've been working very closely with my counterpart on the Microsoft side relative to demand generation, relative to joint press releases and so forth. And I think you'll see some new announcements coming out here very shortly in the next few weeks, and then we'll continue throughout the year.
But from my observation of the market, and we as an analyst firm do this very well, there are rough edges right now. There are rough edges around making the relationship work, not so much from a product perspective, but go to market. Managing the handshake between the both sales teams, managing the handshake between the channel partners.
Yeah.
How are you sort of, changing that?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's a world of co-opetition. Microsoft has developed some products that overlap a little bit with what we do, right. And we've done the same thing, vice versa. But the momentum that we have in competing against large companies in the market, we found great success when we go in together, and that's really the driving point relative to what use cases do we satisfy from an end user perspective. And the technology that we bring to market in conjunction with Microsoft is really unbeatable in the market. And so from a go-to-market perspective, obviously there are thousands of salespeople across the world from a Microsoft perspective, and we work very closely with them in the local markets. But you have different personalities across different markets, and it's not always perfect. But the ones that are most successful are the ones that are collaborating very closely, and they're finding their win rates are very, very high when they go in together.
Fair enough.